What's going on? What's going on? Once again, we back. It's been a while since I did any posting as far as Operation Dart. I do believe that this is probably video number 15 or 16. I lost track of count, but I'll have to go back and find out. But it's been a while. Right now, we finally have our center section back, and we're getting ready to install that so that I can get my axles put in. I need to put my axles in. Once I get my axles put in, then I can go on into putting on my my disc brakes for the back. Had to wait till I got that stuff taken care of first. So we're going to try to get this center section put in and see how everything works. I already had the center section bolted up. I had the axle shafts put in, making sure that everything was lined up, because what I did shorten the rear axle, and doing that was a first time for me doing that. And upon being my first time, I had to make sure that it was straight before putting all the bolts in and putting on the gasket, sealing everything up, before getting to that point and saying, oh, this thing is not even working right. But everything seems to be working okay. I did everything according to watching videos as to narrowing rear end, so everything worked out real well. It worked out perfectly fine. So I'm going to now install the center section. I talked to my brother about this one time, and he said he does this by himself, but I don't know how, because that thing is heavy. So what I did end up getting some help. So I have a special guest with me today who will be helping me put my center section in. My youngest of the four.
Hey.
So she will be out here today with me, helping me get this thing put in. She is, what are you, 12 years old?
11.
So she's 11, so I got at least 5 more good years before getting this thing completely ready to put her on the strip.
Yeah.
Because that's the goal. I want to put her in this thing and get her running up and down the quarter mile. But we're going to try to get this thing put in. I'll get under here and I'll show you what we got going on. I might as well go ahead and take my high-tack that is, gasket sealant, along with my gasket. I end up buying some gaskets for this thing, and after I talked to the guy who did the center section, he said actually I didn't need gaskets for the axle flange, where it assembles at the axle flange. But I did order some, and I got them, and they are aluminum and foam. And I've never seen foam gaskets, but he said just take a little light coat of gasket sealing around the aluminum ones and put those on, and everything should be fine, because the way that these aftermarket axle shafts are, they have a bearing that is pressed onto them. So, and when you put those things together, they actually seal. They will actually seal around the axle flange, because the bearing is pressed on. And it also has a seal around the bearing itself. So we're going to see if we can get up under here and get our gasket put on and go from there. Let me get my gloves. I try to keep my hands clean as possible. I did do some cleaning in this garage the other day. It looks a lot better than it did. It was a hot mess, but now it looks pretty decent. So we're going to put on some gloves.
Why don't you just use that
That creeper? That's all right, but it's too much trouble. All right, so we're going to get up under here and see if we can get this shellac, high-tech that is, get this gasket sealing on here, and we'll get our gasket put on, and we'll get our bolts put in and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna show you what I got going on up under here so far. I haven't had to do much work up under here. other than all the cleaning, but it is pretty clean. When I did the bottom of this thing, I did it right. I was on my back like this with a grinder, doing all the grinds and getting it right. So, but this is where we're at. I hate working up under cars. Okay, this is where we're at. We're at the point of getting ready to put our sealant on our rear differential housing. We'll put that around there, and then we'll take the jack, and my assistant, that is, she'll jack this center section up, and then we'll put it on and bolt it on. But like I said, my brother was telling me that he does this stuff by himself, lifting them things up. Oh, you go ahead with your bad self. I won't be fighting with it. I'm gonna get me a jack and some help, because brother ain't young as he used to be. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get this sealant put on here and go from there. You see, we're gonna be running monoleaf and cow track set up under here. After I get all this rear end stuff done, then I'll go to the trunk and start doing some fuel cell. And after I get all the welding done in the trunk, then I'll be able to come up under here, and then I'll paint the entire bottom of this. I'll put some nice satin black paint on it, or I may even go with a gloss black. I don't know yet. Nobody's gonna be up on here looking at it, no way. So we'll shut her down, and we'll see if we can't come back at it and show you what we got done in this little bit of time of putting this rear differential center section on. But we'll get back at you, and we'll let you know what's going on. In the meantime, 7 minutes of recording a little bit of video here, just once again touching base, showing everybody what's going on with Operation Dart. And we'll be back at you very shortly, see if we can't show you what we got going on after I get this stuff bolted on. All right, peace out.